Hey everybody, it's Carrie. Welcome to a Saturday sip. Hang on, I'm just adjusting my video here. Okay, so first thing I want to remind you, today is the last day of the Designer Series paper sale, so don't forget that. And to tell you happy Halloween. Now I'm not doing a Halloween project, but I thought I would share with you one that I did years ago. This is our old snail box that it used to come in, and I actually made a ghost out of it. Isn't that funny? And I made it so that you could actually open the treats. So if you're like me and you save crazy things, because I still have some of these, it's a fun idea. So just want to say that, and happy Halloween to everybody. I hope you have a spooky good time. Okay, so now today we are going to be using the awesome Curvy Celebrations, which is not available for you to purchase until November 3rd. But some of you know that I will be using this stamp set in my volume craft along. So if you've seen that and you know the special, etc. for that, which legally I'm not supposed to announce, but I have once or twice, so you may already know. Email me at memoryinkers@att.net and talk to me about that and the craft along kit. Or if you wait till November 3rd, you can certainly order it at my website and use the or any order right now. You can use the hostess code A as in Apple, M as in Mary, 4, the number, R as in Robert, S as in Sam, F as in Frank, R as in Robert, and W as in Wendy. So AM4RSFRW. Okay, so this is what we're going to be working with. And this is the card I'm going to make because I think it is so cute. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. This set comes with this awesome Quite Curvy stamp set and the Quite Curvy dies. Both of these things will be available in January or after the sale ends. These are currently will be available November 3rd, but it's going to carry over. So that's that. But for the special that does end in December, you can also buy this Quite Curvy Christmas, which is what we're actually going to be using today. And you can get the classic 6x6 Designer Series paper. I think I've showed this before, but let me flip through it real quick. And it's like that for every color, the green and the Sahara Sand, etc. So it's the same 6 designs on 3 sheets. So it's, double-sided. But there's 48 pieces of 6x6 in here. And then this is just to remind you that I do have gift certificates available. So if you want this set, it is $70.50 plus tax and shipping. So, you can have somebody buy that for you for Christmas. Just saying. All they have to do is get a gift certificate and then you can buy whatever you want. Okay, so let's get started. Normally on Saturday Sips, I go and I do something super, super simple. So I'm trying to keep it kind of short today. Hi, Susan. Happy Halloween. I already pre-cut some of this stuff. This is our Whisper White cardstock. And I already did this little cut for it. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to use Cherry Cobbler, which is the color in this the Designer Series paper. So you're really going to like this, Susan, because this is like an extra thing you can do. I know you ordered the special. So yay, right? This is an extra card class for you. So I'm going to take this and I am going to, am I doing it the right way? Maybe not. Yep, I was. And I'm going to curve this. Excuse my head. If it's in the way, it usually is. It's not going to match up perfectly. You probably can match it better if you stamp and then cut, but I wanted to cut and make sure that I had the space up here that I wanted. So there it is. May your days be merry and bright. I love Cherry Cobbler. It is absolutely one of my favorite colors. It has been since it came out, and I just love it. Okay, so now I've done that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this awesome bow on it, but I want to stamp first. This bow does come with the stamp set. I am sorry to tell you, I thought there was a die for it. There isn't. I know. Wow. So I did fussy cut. And this is stamped on our awesome foil. There's red and green foil. It's in the holiday catalog. And it's 12 by 12. So I did stamp it on that, and I used StazOn ink. So I know I'm going to want this on the card. So what I did was I stamped it on a Post-it note, and I'm going to stick it up here because I want it kind of curvy. Where's the fold? I always have to find the fold. Close to the fold. I'm going to move it over a little bit more. I don't know if you guys remember the card that I'm copying. And it is so okay. I know you all copy me, and odds are I've copied somebody else. So then I'm going to use this stamp right here. Any of them would work, but I'm using this one. There's also another one that goes the other way, which, you know what? I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna do that one too, just to make it more exciting. Now I'm gonna have cherry cobbler all over my fingers, but that's okay. It is my favorite, one of my favorite colors. I can't say favorite. I have too many that I really, really like, so I can't really play favorites. Okay, so now I'm going to be using Shaded Spruce, which is also one of the colors in the Designer Series paper. I also pre-cut all my Designer Series paper with the awesome dies, and I'm going to tell you a little trick to that too. So I'm going to start with this one. It is the longest one. And I'm going to, this is there because I know it's going to stick up past the bow, and I don't want it to. So I'm going to set that right there and ink that. Oh, it's so nice and dark and pretty. Then I'm going to stamp this one right there. And this one. Do I want it to curve the other way? Nah, let's do it this way. I'm going to make this one go a little bit longer. Okay, so there are, oh, look what I did. I'm going to try to fix this. I'm going to have to pull it towards me though. This is why using the Stamparatus right now would have been awesome. Hey, not bad. Yay me. I get excited when I do something good. So there is that. Okay, I'm going to leave that on just so you guys know what I'm doing. Now, one of the things that I want to do, and I'm going to use this block again, I am going to grab the trees. Now, these trees are going to be longer than the block, and that's okay. Let me show you a trick to that. We do have a bigger block that you can put it on, but I want it to be less unruly. So I'm putting this where I can kind of see where I want it to be on the bottom of the card, or on your envelope, depending on what you want to do. And then I'm going to grab it on the block. Does that make sense? Okay, now I'm going to ink it up and stamp. There you go. Now the inside of my card has something fun on it too, which is always really good. And if you've got this kit, it's really cool to line your envelopes. I'm not doing that today. You guys have seen me do it before. I will do it again in the future because it's a pretty fun thing to always add that to your card project. So there we go. Now I'm going to add the bow, but I'm going to do that at the last minute. So don't y'all let me forget. Okay, now what I'm doing is I've already cut this so that it is that's going to be like the main part of the card. So when you open it, you'll see that on the inside. Isn't that pretty? So, but I'm going to start with it here. Now this is what I want to show you. This particular style, if you can see it, it is, where are my dies? It is this long and thin die. Both of these, the two dies that I use today, have one end that cuts it straight, okay? So you kind of have to feel it to get the straight cut. And then if you use the other end, if you use it this way, then you get the dots. See that? I don't know if you guys can see them really well, but this side has little polka dots. So you need to watch what you're doing. The same with this one. As you can see, I kept messing up because I was looking at it and thinking these were going to hang down. Let me hold that up. These were going to hang down, and they don't. It's actually a border towards the bottom. So you might want to practice on some scrap paper when you're cutting these out, just to get used to them. And then later I'm going to do a class on how to use this die, because this one is a little bit different. It's not what you think. So, okay. So now I'm going to get started. And to do this, I'm going to use this as kind of my template of what I'm doing. And then I'm going to trim everything at the end. So I'm going to put a little adhesive on the back of this. I'm using my awesome Stampin' Seal. And I want this pretty close to the bottom. Right like that. I'm going to move it all the way over to the end there. Okay? So, voila. Take my snips. If you turn it over, you guys know this trick. Turn it over. If you lean your scissors on the edge of the other paper and trim, you get a nice cut. Then, let me flip these over so I have them in the order I want. Now I'm going to use this piece. Now, I certainly do not want to waste all of this paper because I'm not going to show all of this. So normally I would cut this out, but I just wanted you guys to see that. So everybody don't panic. So now I'm going to decide, where do I want this one to fall? I think I'm going to want it to fall kind of like that. So I'm going to put Snail. I'm sorry, that's our old one. I'm going to put Stampin' Seal Plus right there. And then eyeball it to where I want it to be. Just a little bit of the piece showing. And then really, if I probably should have waited because, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put a little adhesive back there just to hold it in place. And then I'm going to trim this one. The back of this is really pretty too. I was really debating on what one to use. You could do these all at once and then use your trimmer and trim them all off. But I like to kind of see where my ends are. So while I'm picking where to put the swirl, and I realize that I'm cheating and I'm using dies, which makes this more than a sip, because it is stamps, ink, and paper, but it's also dies. So, so let me put this aside too. Then the next one, I have to show you this trick. I punched this out because, let me show you, I made a bigger copy of the card that Stampin' Up! Did. And I thought, it's so cute. But when I did it, it had, see how it doesn't have the white behind it? So all I did was I stuck a piece of white behind it and very carefully trimmed it. I did that on both of them that have this. And if you're very careful when you trim, you have to be really careful though, because it's right to the edge. Then you're good. So now I'm going to figure out where I want that one. I think, is that right? Nope. Yep, that's right. I want this one to go kind of like that. So I'm actually going to line it up right to the edge. Again, I need to trim some of this off because I don't want to waste it. And I know that I'm not going to see very much of it. So I'm going to trim more. It's all part of just being creative and letting yourself not be too afraid to do crazy things with your paper, and it's just paper. Okay. And trim that. I'm going to see if I can do something with all these little pieces I'm cutting off. I'll let you know. Move that or I'll confuse myself. Then I'm going to go with this beautiful red. I love it. It's Cherry Cobbler. So I think I'm going to do that just like that. Trying to remember where that goes. Okay. I don't want to cover that. So, yep, we'll do that again. And again, trim it off. Hey, Adam, it is to the way. Happy Halloween. Yeah, it is only a promotion for U.S. demonstrators and customers. I can't sell to Canada, so that's the problem. But it is coming out for you in January, Ruth, so at least that's something. I think that's what you said. I'm trying to glance over and read while I'm doing stuff, but yeah, it's really cute. Okay, and then the last one is this green, which, same thing, I put the white on the back. And that one I am going to I'm going to like do weirdness, and I'm going to like really crooked it up. So this one I am going to cut after the fact. Okay. You can see I made a little bit of a boo-boo there, which is a bummer, but I'll survive. So now this one I am going to cut the full length. I think I will add a little adhesive on the back of this because then it's going to make the front a little stronger. Oh shoot, that is not what I wanted to do. Dang it. Love when I make mistakes. Y'all do that, right? Right. Nobody makes as many mistakes as me. It's a little scary. This is what I want to figure out. All right. Perfection is overrated. In case you have not heard me say that, it is my firm belief that it is true. And I'll put a little on the back of this. Oops. I hope you guys aren't too disappointed when I screw up like that. I mean, I'm keeping it real. I mean, you know, nobody is perfect. And as I always like to say, if you're looking for the perfect demonstrator, you are not done looking, because she isn't me. I am just human. And I like to play. And I don't know about you guys, but like I planned this all out. So, you know, I should be fairly organized. And I guess I am. But I changed my mind as I'm designing. I kind of go, oh, like this. I was not going to do that one crooked. And I did. Okay, so now here's what I'm going to do. This is why I messed up. I want to put the Stampin' Seal on the back of this pretty tightly. And then I'm going to put it, let me take that off now. I'm going to put it on the back of this, down the sides, and around the curve. Then I'm going to set this inside the card and then close it. It's already really pretty, right? It's so cute. And then just take my dimensionals, here they are, and put them back on the bow, on the back of the bow that I've already cut out. Okay. And again, pop that little hexagons everywhere. And then just place it over it like so. And there you go. And then they have a pretty inside of the card too. What do you all think? Thumbs up, hearts, y'all like it? Tell me what you think. Does anybody have any questions real quick before I go? I am going to ask you all to please share my video. I really appreciate it. When I start getting like at least 10 shares a video, I'm going to start drawing for a free gift. So There's a little encouragement for you. Again, this stamp set is not available. This whole bundle is not available until November 3rd. But if you want to get in on, and you're going to be watching me on the volume event in mid-November, it's actually the week before Thanksgiving, then you might want to email me about that special, because I do have a card class that has a pretty high value and you can get it half price. So email me, memoryinkers@att.net, or you can ask me questions here. Closer to the camera, Susan. I'm waiting to see if I can see it. I'm hoping you can see it. All right, let me move it up a little bit. It's hard because it's a little slower and I can't really see what you're seeing. There we go. And then the inside. Okay. I hope that was good, and I hope you guys liked this one. And I will see you guys on Tuesday for our Tiny Tip Tuesday. And don't forget to vote if you're an American. Make sure you go vote. And email me if you have any questions. I hope you'll follow my page and share my video. Let me know if you share it, because I'm counting shares. Okay, bye everybody. Have a wonderful Halloween. Be safe and don't get too scared out there. Bye.